Never beg for love and have everything naturally. Are you experiencing turmoil in your love life? Do you feel unfairly treated and are chasing something in love that you haven't yet achieved? Especially for women, with their tender hearts and easily hurt feelings, do you crave something in love? I believe you have your own answer. Starting a new relationship has never been easy, and maintaining it is even harder. Do you know why planets orbit the Sun? The Sun never demands to be the center of the solar system, yet the planets orbit in their own orbits. That attraction doesn't come from demands, but from the power of magnetism, naturally drawing the planets to orbit around it. In love, as in life, this philosophy advises you to become like the Sun. Shine with your own power, not dependent on attention or affection from others. Be confident, know your worth, and don't seek acceptance from outside. In this way, you will naturally attract those around you, just like planets drawn to the Sun's gravity. In this video, we embark on an intriguing journey through the pathways of love, inspired by Stoic philosophy, to explore how pursuing deep relationships can turn into a harmonious dance of belief, self-worth, and, above all, profound self-awareness. Never beg for love, and let everything happen naturally. We will delve into areas of personal development, where every decision we make not only holds significance internally, but also shapes our lives, defines our identities, and molds who we become. First, we'll explore how authenticity and self-awareness are the keys to a world of deeper and more meaningful relationships. Before entering, try answering our following survey question. Are you open to an online relationship? Option 1. Yes. Option 2. No. Express your thoughts in the comments below. In today's era, technology and social networks have changed the way we interact and connect with each other. Although they bring convenience and flexibility in communication, they also cause a significant gap between the virtual world and the real world. While we can easily connect with millions of people through social media, this is often on a surface level and lacks depth. This disconnection from the physical and real world makes it more difficult to build deep relationships. Conversing via text message or video call cannot replace the feeling of meeting in person and creating a deep connection. In this scenario, the teachings of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy focused on virtue, wisdom, and emotional control, emerge as a valuable compass. While it doesn't directly address romantic relationships, it does give us great insights into this aspect of life. On this journey, we will discuss how the principles of Stoicism can help you better recognize and understand the underlying patterns that influence your choices in relationships. Stoicism teaches us about the importance of perception and consciousness in life. By being deeply aware of your surroundings and the events taking place around you, you will equip yourself with the tools necessary to achieve your goals in life. Number 1. Don't idealize love at first sight. To begin our journey in understanding love, the first thing to do is to debunk the myths of love at first sight. This concept is often glorified in romantic tales and movies, creating an image of love as an explosive, emotionally charged state, often stemming from physical attraction or some inexplicable love chemical. When we confuse these concepts, relationships can become toxic and complex, and deciding to let go of someone becomes a daunting challenge. This misunderstanding can cause deep, lasting emotional damage, and many people can even be stuck in this gloomy feeling for years, or even for the rest of their lives. It is important not to let ourselves be seduced by these illusions, even if they originate in our minds. Good from social pressure. Love is not a strange adventure, like stumbling upon a sparkling treasure in the middle of the road. Indeed, it is like tending a garden that requires meticulous attention. This requires constant effort, steadfast commitment, patience, time, and most importantly, trust. The breakup of true love, especially through betrayal, can be deeply painful. It's important to distinguish between true love, obsession, and mere physical attraction. Blurring these boundaries can lead to toxic relationships and make the process of leaving extremely difficult. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The advice here is to invest in love as a lifelong project with patience and dedication, rather than looking for instant gratification. In the realm of love, this becomes especially true. We need to approach love with a sober mindset and a grounded perspective, understanding that it is a journey of mutual growth and respect, not a fleeting feeling of infatuation. Therefore, it's not that we will completely lose faith in love at first sight, but don't hope too much, don't expect too much, and don't be too delusional about the rosy love that it brings. However, we are not trying to deny love at first sight, just advising you not to hope too much for it. My fellow Stoics, if you have a great love at first sight story, please share it with the community. Number 2, reciprocity. Real love, in its truest form, is about more than knowing, committing, and deeply appreciating the other person's character and values. It is also about admiration and appreciation, not only for the person you love, but also for their development. This is the foundation of a lasting and real relationship, the happiest and healthiest. Remember, the quality of your life will be reflected in the relationships you care for and nurture. Remember that love isn't just for your partner, but it's also about extending to yourself. True love, in its purest form, includes loving others as well as how you love and respect yourself. And similarly, love should also be demonstrated through reciprocity. In Stoic philosophy, reciprocity isn't just about responding to the good things we receive from others, but it's also about fairness and generosity. This perfectly reflects the theme of our discussion today: never beg for love. Instead, cultivate a natural love, based on mutual respect and understanding, and reciprocity. The principle of reciprocity opens a wide door to personal relationships, especially in romantic relationships. It's about showing gratitude and appreciation for what we receive from our partner, thereby strengthening the bonds that are important for life together. Think of it as a dance, each step happening in sync, creating a rhythm of mutual respect and appreciation. Corner of reflection. In fostering a loving and respectful relationship, which principle do you believe is most crucial? A. Mutual respect and understanding. B. Continuous self-love and self-respect. C. Demonstrating reciprocity and fairness. What is your view on this issue? Please share below. Number 3. Listen and respect yourself. Remember the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus: "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." In relationships, this refers to listening to your partner's needs and your own, ensuring that a balance between giving and receiving is maintained. If you find yourself in a situation of love imbalance where you are investing more into the relationship without receiving reciprocation, it could be a sign to reevaluate and protect the value of your relationship, yourself, and know when it's time to move on. When you are in a relationship, make sure it is an honor for both you and your partner. Never invest too much in someone who has no intention of paying it back, because the most important thing is to preserve self-esteem, respect yourself, and recognize the right time to move on. This is necessary to maintain a healthy mood in the relationship. Remember that time has great power to heal deep wounds. Even though there are scars, the damage is not permanent and you cannot change another person. The only thing you can control is yourself. At such crossroads in life, Stoic philosophy provides a lamp that illuminates wisdom. Do you remember Epictetus's famous quote about how to react to circumstances? We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Don't spend too much energy on things you can't change. Stand up straight, look forward, and leave behind what is no longer relevant to your life. You are worth much more than temporary feelings. You have the right to choose how to react when faced with difficulties. Love yourself, respect yourself, and learn to continue your journey wiser after each challenge. Number 4, choose a life partner. Awareness of one's own strength is an important part of facing events in life and in relationships. You have the right to choose how to respond to any situation, including when a relationship ends. Choose patience and confidence. Learn lessons from each experience to grow and continue on your journey with more wisdom and strength. There is an interesting viral survey online about choosing a life partner that many people responded to. Please do it with us. To choose a companion in love, will you choose the one you like or the one who likes you? Please share a little in the comments below. I believe that no matter what choice you make, you will have your own thoughts and stories. There is also an issue to consider when choosing a life partner. Should we focus on appearance or not? When building a relationship, it's often natural to pay attention to appearance. However, appearance is only a small part of the overall picture of a relationship. Although physical attraction may be the initial inspiration, to maintain a long-term relationship, a combination of many different factors, such as respect, understanding, is needed, and the ability to support each other. In finding a long-term relationship, it's important to look beyond the superficial and go beyond physical attraction. Time will fade the charm of youth and physicality. If the relationship is based solely on these factors, you may face difficulties in the future. Looking for a deeper connection, a relationship that can stand the test of time and still retain its excitement. Don't get caught up in the search for physical perfection, a concept created by social imposition. Remember, no one is perfect. Chasing an ideal partner, like characters in romantic movies, can cause us to miss out on the real, meaningful relationships we have. Find someone you feel comfortable with when thinking about starting a family, and someone you trust will provide peace of mind when having children, whether that is your current plan or not. For women, especially, consider carefully before placing your trust in someone you can rely on. Avoid focusing too much on one person, especially if they don't show interest in you. Sometimes, it's easy for us to invest emotionally in people who don't reciprocate or even don't deserve our feelings. This only wastes valuable time and can put a part of yourself on the table without bringing results. Don't be upset, be patient. There are many people in this world who appreciate your sincerity and potential. Opportunities are waiting for you beyond your imagination. Remember, every rejection you receive brings you closer to yes, and it could be the thing that changes your life. Relax a bit. Let me tell you about it. The love story between Emperor Marcus Aurelius and his wife, Faustina. This is one of the most iconic stories of love and sacrifice in Roman history. Marcus Aurelius was one of the most famous emperors of the Roman Empire. He was an excellent philosopher and soldier. In his life, Faustina, the wife of Marcus Aurelius, played an important role not only as a romantic woman, but also as a friend and companion. The love between Marcus Aurelius and Faustina is described as a relationship full of steadfastness and sacrifice. They married each other, and throughout his life, Marcus Aurelius always looked to Faustina as a source of encouragement and sympathy. Their relationship, deeply rooted in the Stoic virtues of temperance, justice, courage, and wisdom, is a testament to their commitment to these principles, even in ruling an empire. Institutionalize and nurture their personal relationships. Together, they face life's tumultuous turbulence with a calm and rational approach, embodying the Stoic ideal of facing adversity with grace. The challenges they face, from personal loss to political turmoil, are met with shared resilience. This story of Marcus Aurelius and Faustina teaches us an important lesson about understanding and perseverance in love and relationships. As you face the challenges of love and relationships, don't forget to find someone who is your kind, someone who is willing to come along and share your values and vision. Choose someone who is willing to go through challenges with you, someone who values sincerity and morality above anything else. This will lead you to a meaningful and lasting relationship that goes beyond physical attraction and goes deeper. In love and life, the compatibility of values, the combination of personalities, and respect for each other are really important. Consider this a basic principle for finding and nurturing a stoic and meaningful relationship. Number 5. Lessons from rejection. On the journey to enjoy life, being satisfied with the things you own is a rare thing. Sometimes, there are things we cannot hold, no matter how hard we try. Don't immerse yourself too deeply in love. Sometimes, the touching and suffering belong only to you. There is a saying, the deeper the love, the greater the suffering. Excessive love can make you lose yourself and ruin your life. There is a saying, out of hundreds of millions of raindrops, not a single drop falls in the wrong place. None of the people we meet are by chance. Don't hope too much for a single love, and don't be too miserable when you fail in love. The people you meet in life are the people you definitely have to meet, to teach you a lesson, to make you realize your own value, to make you more mature for your next love. Every experience, no matter positive or negative, provides an opportunity for personal growth and gets you closer to finding the person who is right for you. Never lose determination and hope. The world is big and full of people who truly appreciate you for who you are, your authenticity, and your potential. The possibilities for finding the right person for you are much wider than you imagine. Every rejection you receive on your journey is not a step back, but in fact, a step forward. This will positively transform your life. An example of this can be seen in the story of Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers. I read an interesting story about a young man and a young woman, both of whom had been single for a long time. They met through a mutual friend gathering and were set up by their friends. The young man showed great interest in the young woman and started pursuing her, even expressing his desire for a serious romantic relationship after only a month of talking and 2 dates together. The young woman still enjoyed their conversations and agreed to go out with the young man, but when she unexpectedly received his confession, she declined. Despite being single for a long time, she still hoped for love. However, she realized that the young man only liked her because she met all his criteria, and he was rushing into a relationship. In the brief month of getting to know each other, she didn't feel his sincerity. She realized she was just the easiest option among his choices. After the rejection, despite being disappointed, the young man probably learned a lot and became more mature. I truly respect that young woman because she didn't want a temporary love, didn't settle for a love lacking sincerity. If she had agreed, it would have been a lack of self-respect. Or another story about a couple who have been in love for 3 years. The girl is a jealous and controlling person. She demands a love that has her absolute and sole attention. She even gets angry for no reason at her boyfriend's normal relationships. In the end, the guy was too tired and said goodbye after 3 years of being together. After breaking up, I believe both of them have their own lessons. Remember, if anyone truly loves me, I have no rival. Therefore, jealousy and excessive control in love will lead to unnecessary consequences. By the time you realize that, you've already lost love. However, it's better than nothing, even if it's late. But after being rejected and broken up, you will realize your lesson. Remember, there are countless people in this world, and receiving a rejection is simply a small part of your journey. Don't see it as a loss, but as a sign of inadequacy. Sometimes it's not about being accepted. It's about understanding yourself better and continuing to grow from there. You need to learn to take a step back in other people's lives. It is the most comfortable state and will not harm your own relationships. Each person has a different definition of happiness and suffering. Don't measure other people's lives by your own. Remember that there are countless different people in this world. Receiving a no is not a rejection of your worth because you are still an important human being. Sometimes it's just a sign that the person isn't right for you. In fact, this rejection could be a sign of incompatibility, something you may not realize right away, but over time you will understand and perhaps be grateful for. As we close this section, remember that the journey to understanding and applying these principles continues. It is about taking lessons from the past to enrich our present and future. Don't forget that true love and fulfilling relationships are not about conquest or distant expectations, but about mutual respect, understanding, and growth. What belongs to you will always be yours. Don't ask for anything, especially in love. Just let everything happen naturally, like the way the universe brought this video to you. Ending with a Stoic exercise for you. List the criteria you want in your life partner. If you found value in our conversation today, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us continue providing insightful content, connecting classical wisdom with the challenges of the modern world. Don't forget to turn on notifications to not miss our next videos, where we'll continue exploring profound teachings of Stoic philosophy and how they can change your life.